Welcome to May. Can you believe it's May already? I mean, those of us looking forward to sunshine and all those kinds of things that go along with the sunshine are probably very excited because that means May is getting really close to that sunshine. But those of us that are, not looking forward to the heat, like me, are probably like, oh, I don't know about you, but I'm like, okay, let's just have a really good spring for May and not too hot, not too much rain, a little, that neutral season. Oh, because ladies and gentlemen, I don't do heat well anyway. Let me know in the comments. Are you looking forward to the heat of summer or are you really, really, really dreading it? Anyway, we have a lot of things coming for May, and I thought I would share some of them, and then maybe we could start in on something. So the very first thing is our Scrappy 8 challenge. I have my Scrappy 8 journal here, and for May, our prompt is going to come from Michelle. As you can see, it's not there yet, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to, sometime today, be posting in a, photo form post the prompt for the month. And if you don't know what this is, it used to be 8 ladies who found each other through Defemmerember, got together, and we swapped scraps and just made friendships through Defemmerember. And there were 8 of us. Well, now there's a few more. And we're still calling it the Scrappy 8, but we made a challenge, just a once a month thing to kind of keep us, our inspiration and our creativity flowing until the next Defemmerember. If you don't know what Defemmerember is, just type in the hashtag Defemmerember and you can see all kinds of things about it. It's just a little fun thing that 49 Dragonflies and Louisa Heinzel does. Anyway, jump in on that in December for sure. But this, we give a prompt. Each lady gives a prompt. We each have our own month. And you have all month to create something with that, anything you want. And by the end of the month, post a video and tag me for Grace Creations in your creation so I can see what you do. If you're over on Facebook or Instagram, do the same thing and just use the hashtag Scrappy8Challenge 2025. And then we can all see a picture of what you create. So anyway, we're just waiting for Michelle's prompt to come out. And then later in the month, I will go ahead and show you what I do with her prompt. So that's one thing we've got for this month. And then I did go camping. We went to Beverly Beach on the Oregon coast, and oh my gosh, there were like 6 or 8 coffee shops. It was hard to choose just one to go into. Well, my husband wanted to get ice cream. So I went ahead and went into the shop next door that was a coffee shop. And I did get a few things there, and I took a little video just to show you. So we're going to have to bust out our Coffee Corner Craft Chat journal, and I'll show you how to make something out of coffee filters, whether it's used or new, does not matter. So that's on our to-do list. And then I kind of am thinking I still want to do some junk journals for beginners, back to the basics stuff, because I do have a few more ideas and things that I think are important for beginners to know, but also, pardon me, those who have been doing journaling, junk journaling for a while, sometimes it's nice to just go back to the fun, relaxing basics. You know what I mean? So we'll do a few things for that. And then, how do you do art? Hosted by Cheryl over at The Whole Bucket. This month, she has a new challenge, and it is masterboards. She's calling it Masterboard May. And it is all things masterboard. How do you make them? What do you do with them once they're made? what kinds of masterboards, because let's be real, there's a million ways to do it. And I cannot fit this all on screen. Oh, and that's upside down. I started a gigantic masterboard. Let me see, I'll zoom out, and you still can't get it all on there. All I've done, really simply, glue down book pages onto a paper bag. See, that's just the other side of the paper bag. So I glued down the book pages with just some cheap, stick glue. And then I came over and painted it with Elmer school glue that I watered down a little bit. You could use any PVA glue. And I took some napkins and I just laid them down and I painted over them with more glue. So that's the beginning of one of my gigantic masterboards. I haven't decided what to do with it yet. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. So we'll do some masterboard fun. Oh, and I can see many, many things with this. And then the last, well, not the last. I have all kinds of other things. I don't know if we'll get to or not. I hope we do. But the other thing is Messy May. Hashtag Messy May. Yeah, I have quite a few ideas that I wanted to experiment with. Things that I've already experimented with and I know they work and they're so fun. And I thought, you know, I want to do that this month. So I'm just going to call it hashtag Messy May. And maybe you might want to join in with me. So when we do it, if you do join with me, just use hashtag Messy May and tag me so I can see what kind of mess you make. Now, I will say this, disclaimer. Most of the stuff that I do that's messy, if you're somebody who does not like to get messy, there are ways around it. For instance, wearing gloves, cleaning up after yourself as you go along, being aware of what you're doing and not flinging messes everywhere. Do you see what I'm saying? But there are times where I just want to get messy, you know? And I'm not talking about playing in mud puddles. Not at all. So Messy May. And I'm kind of thinking maybe we will take a couple journals that I have that are not decorated yet and decorate them. I've got some bins of pre-made tags and pockets and tucks and things like that that I thought maybe, I don't know, maybe we could decorate a journal. And then I have this drawer, so cute, but it is an old sewing drawer full of things that need finished. Finished? Well, sorry, coffee. What I mean is, I've already coffee dyed some tags, but look, they're blank. I've got some tags made out of a masterboard, but if you look at it, there's no writing space. And they need, you know, a little something, like a little, okay, let me show you what I mean. They need a little hole. See, this is just two thin masterboards glued together. And if we create a hole in the top, let me zoom in a little. If we create a hole in the top, then we can come in. Oh gosh. We can come in with, let's see, this is just my scrap bag of different, I don't even know what you call that, but different sari silks and, oh wait, look, I'm seeing pink and purple. There's purple on that and there's purple here. Well, anyway, Dawn, just come on now. Let's take this. Okay, so all we need to do is grab some of that, put it, look, it's not staying down. So we need to grab glue and re-glue that. This has probably been sitting a while. And so the glue I used was probably just stick glue. And And so it's not staying together. So we have that stuck. And I think there's people that do take pre-made ephemera in their to-do box. And I think maybe they call it, oh boy, no, let's fold it over. Trying to think what, not finish it February. I did that and I didn't finish everything. But I had the word and guys, it just flew out. But you know, where you take things and finish them up out of your to-do list. Like what's in my box, or yeah, that's one of them. What's in my box? And there was another name. I don't remember. Anyway, so that finishes it off a little bit. But then the other side, it, in my opinion, it needs more writing space. I mean, you could write on this, I suppose. So we could technically leave it, or we could just grab some sort of blank paper and create a little better writing space. Let's see. And maybe we'll ink around the edges. Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody, I can't remember who, somebody just calls it what's in my box. And you just finish things together. Kind of inspiring other people to finish their unfinished products, what am I saying? Projects. I have not had enough coffee yet today, you guys. But also giving ideas as to how to go about that. Like that one. How simple was that? Why did I not finish it when I first made it? I don't know. Now, the front of this could even use something. It could be something simple like, let me grab, how about, you know, like a butterfly? Or even, see, that's a little blank thing. We could even just put that on there, or, oh, sideways, like that. Maybe down low. No, I like it in the middle. So it really is just doing a few things that are finishing touches. And you could use just whatever happens to be on your desk and decorate. Or maybe you have some, like this is a cutout of a magazine, little butterfly. Let's put him off center. You could use maybe a word sentiment. Let me see if I've got, I've got just this little word joy. Let's give it a little ink around the edges and some glue. And we'll just put it right there. And see, that's one less thing in my to finish box. And we'll just put that over there. Now, I don't know if you could tell, but I have all kinds of odd things in this box. I mean, there's this, oh gosh, see how plain they are? They need a little something. Or, okay, there's this. Let's grab this real quick. Get these other things out of my way. Zoom in a little. All right, so like, these are gel plate prints that I did just on some scraps of ream paper. But they're so plain. I don't know. My first thought is, I don't know what to do with these. However, mark making. Do you have any little tags or things that are just, you don't know how to finish them? Just grab some black ink. And let's see what stamp I have. I've got just some circles. And I swore I had one with just lines on it. Let's see. Oh, I've got Oh, I have some little bee things, and I've got that weird thing. And then, oh, I do have some lines. Okay, see there's, oh, the picture's not there. But let's just take this out, and we'll set these aside real quick. Let's grab this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get a little ink on here. And then, oh, I should have a book page. Oh, I have one right next to me, just so I don't get my surface messy. This is not a messy play today. This is just a real quick example for what's in my box, my to-do list, or finishing things. I don't know what we should call it. Okay, so we've just got a few marks on there. And then, let's see, we could take some circles, and we'll just get a little ink on the edge there. There we go. Maybe a few over here. Okay, and then, do we do some of these? Why not? Get some ink on them. And come over here. Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. Maybe a few down here. And now, to me, still not really complete, but better. Now, that ink on this paper takes a while to dry because it is acrylic paints on the paper, and so this ink takes a little bit to dry. So I would want to leave this and not touch it for a little bit just so it dries. And the next thing I would do is maybe add just a little cluster to the side, but I don't want to because I've already got black ink on my hands. So then maybe this one here, we could do, let's see, we could do a little bit of this stamp. And it's just a little mark making. Now, if you don't have any stamps, then don't worry about your black ink. Let's see, I think that might be purple. But just come in and do some fun mark making. Anything you want to do. And then what we can do is we can just slip this in a pocket of a journal as, you know, like a little journaling card. Or we could come in and do a little bit of, adding some things, you know, just glued down. Not that these match by any means, but let's see. Okay, like I could rip off or cut off a piece of fabric and just do a little cluster on there. It really, oh, this could be a pocket with a little cluster. Let's just do that. Let's just glue it down. It's just a scrap piece of fabric. And then I have no idea, that came in a Happy Mail. So we'll glue that down. And then this little, I don't even know what it is. Maybe a little butterfly. What do we think? A little, or, oh my gosh, a mushroom. How about a mushroom? I'm just doing this willy-nilly, just having some fun. You don't have to always overthink things. And of course, then that needs to dry. Now, when I glue it down to a page, I probably would only glue, I wouldn't just glue this, because if you see, it could rip off the page. So I'd want to make sure I have glue all the way to that edge. You know, let me grab, technically I could use that. No, let me grab a page I might use in a book. Okay, let's just do the colors go. Not really, but let's just find a plain one. How about this? Okay, so this here is a piece of printer paper that someone has sent me, and it's sparkly fun. So if I was going to use this as a pocket, it's going to be a little too wide. So guess what? We now have a scrap to play with later. And what we do is glue down 3 sides. And there we have a pocket. Make sure that glue catches. And yeah, it would just, see, how simple is that? Anyway, I have a whole to-do box. I don't know exactly if we'll get to that and complete the whole thing. And I do have some other things that I would love to do. I really need to finish up. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. Okay, so I've got this journal, for instance. And it's not really decorated. There's no real pockets. I've set a few things in there that I want to use, but the pages are just plain. So I really need to come in here and finish this ledger journal up. It's just tall and kind of skinny. Like, you know, this here. This needs to either be glued down this edge as a pocket, or we could maybe fold it over as a tuck spot, like that. And what I would do is I would, oh, come on, my glue. It's running out. We just glue that fold down. And then it's just a little tuck spot where over here, I could glue this whole thing down and make it an actual pocket. And then I need to add things to it. So I'm not sure, you know, all kinds of things that I need to finish up. I don't know if we'll have time for that, but let me know in the comments if there are specific things that you want me to do, that you'd like to learn, or maybe there's some experiments you have wanted to try, but you'd rather see me do it so that I'm the one that gets messy. And like right here, we could just put a cluster. Let me grab, I've got clusters sitting next to me. Oh, and I even have things that are not clusters yet. That, with that, is kind of cute. We could just glue that down, but I am willing to make the mess for you. So just let me know if there's something you like. Do you you want to see how to coffee dye paper in big batches, tea dye paper, whatever you want? I will see if I can do that for you. Now, I don't know if we're going to have a video every day in May, or if maybe we'll do, every other day, something like that. But we will still be doing #Wisdom Wednesday until we finish our Proverbs study. And then, depending on what everybody wants, we may go through that Proverbs in more detail, slower, taking a closer look at Proverbs. It just kind of depends on what everybody's opinion is and what they would like to do. Oh, and if you want to jump in on that Proverbs study with us, it is Wednesdays at 11 o'clock. There is a study guide we're going through. You can still grab it off Amazon. It is by Sherry Wagner, and it is called Proverbs, the Wise, the Fool, and the Wicked. There we go. And then just grab your Bible and jump into the book of Proverbs with us. Now, if you're not into that or you don't want to go through Proverbs, then #Wisdom Wednesday right now is not for you. Look how easy and simple that was, and it's so adorable. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I will see you. Am I going to be here tomorrow? I don't remember if tomorrow or the next day. I'm getting ready to go on that women's beach retreat. And so I pre-recorded a couple videos, and then I was debating going live while I'm there, maybe at a coffee shop, maybe at the ocean. You know what? Let me know if you would be interested in me going live while walking on the beach or while exploring the town. I could take you with me, but I'd need to know. So just let me know in the comments. I shall see you very soon, you guys, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.